is another BSSM update on my life. So, Christmas is coming up soon, and so I was telling God, I was like, hey God, Christmas is coming soon, and I'm not gonna be able to go home for Christmas this year because I've got my dogs. There's one of them. Say hi, Mistletoe. Hi. And I've got my cat. Here he is right there. Say hi, Thor. Anyways, so in order for me to go home, I'd have to take all my animals with me in the car and then drive from California all the way to Tennessee. And then when Christmas is over, put them all back in the car and drive all the way back. And that's a lot of driving, and I hate driving, and that's a hard no for me. So, and I was like, well, God, in order to get more into the holiday season, I would really love to get a Christmas tree. And I was like, but I really don't want to have to pay for one, Jesus, because I'm really trying to save money, and I really don't want to have to buy a tree and then be stuck with it and then have to figure out what to do with it, because everything I buy here I'm going to have to either get rid of or manage to fit in my car and take it back with me when I go home to Tennessee when school's over. So I prayed and I was like, hey God, I know you're my dad, and I know you love to show your kids how much you love them, and I know it's not a huge thing, but it would really make me happy to have a Christmas tree because I love Christmas. My birthday's Christmas Eve, and I was like, yeah, and I prayed that prayer several weeks ago, and then one day, I kind of forgot about the prayer, actually. And then one day I get a message from my landlords, and they're like, hey, we're going to go up into the mountains and cut down a family Christmas tree if you'd like to come. And I was like, yeah, that sounds super cool. I've never done that before. Because growing up, I always had fake Christmas trees. It was just easier, I guess. You just buy one tree and you have it for the rest of your life, I guess, unless it breaks. And in Maryland, that's where I grew up, there's not really mountains that grow Christmas trees. I guess they're not called Christmas trees, but pine trees. I don't know. And anyways, so it wasn't on my radar to think of going to get a live tree because I've never had one. It just wasn't something that I would think about. And I was like, yeah, that'd be totally cool. And I haven't hung out with my landlords a ton. I love them a lot. They're so great. They have the cutest family, and I love their children. But we don't really get to hang out that much because I'm in school. And obviously their kids are doing school too. So it wasn't it was kind of surprising, actually, that they invited me to join them because this is a special family tradition thing, and I was I felt really touched that they would invite me to join them on their special family Christmas thing. And so we went, and they chopped down a tree with a little saw, and while I was up there I was like, oh, hey, there's this cute little baby one. It was it came up to here on me, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. And I was like, you know what, I could just cut one for myself. And so I cut it, and I brought it home and set it up and put it in the corner because I don't have a really big space. I have a tiny little studio, and so I don't have space for a ginormous tree. And and so I set up the tree, decorated it and everything, and I still even then didn't remember the prayer I had prayed. And it wasn't until literally the next day I had been going on errands and going out and doing all sorts of stuff, and this was right around Thanksgiving, actually, that I got the tree. And then finally, when I came home and saw the tree lit up for the first time, the next day, after I had finished decorating it and getting the lights and everything, God was finally do you remember the prayer that you prayed? And then I was like, what prayer? And I was like, oh, yeah. I can imagine, it's so funny. I didn't remember, when they had asked me or invited me to go Christmas tree hunting with them. I didn't remember as I was chopping the tree down. I didn't remember as I set it up in my room. And I didn't remember as I was decorating it. And I can imagine that God's up there just anytime now you can remember, right? And so I finally, I felt God be hey, remember that prayer you prayed? And I was like, oh my gosh, I literally got a Christmas tree, not even, maybe a week after I prayed or something like that, not even that long. And I didn't have to pay for it, right? So it was free, just like I asked. And it was something really cool because it's real. And so it smells super good and makes my room smell really delicious. Gets rid of some of the dog smell. Yeah, I said it, Wendy. I said it. I said you stink. Anyways, so the pine needles smell really good. And so, like, I was just like, oh man, like, this is my Christmas tree from Jesus. And so there it is. Isn't it super cute? Oh my gosh. I just want to, like, squeeze him and hug him. So, like, look at this. Let's see if I can switch the camera view, actually. Okay, so here it is. There's my cute little star. And I even did that thing that they do, like, back in the day where they, like, sew popcorn for, like, decorations. I thought that was super cool. And it, like, looks like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree because it's kind of crooked. I don't know if you can tell. It's, like Dr. Seuss crooked. And this is my ghetto stand that I made because I didn't have anything else. So I just took a Tupperware container, filled it with dirt, and took rubber bands and like rubber band sticks all around it to keep it up. Do you like it, Wendy? She keeps trying to eat it, so that's the only problem with it being real. Anyways, so I just wanted to share that with you. My beautiful Christmas tree from Jesus. And it looks so great next to my futon that's also from Jesus. I made another video about that as well. So God's just really been spoiling me and just showing me how good of a dad he is. And like, because I feel like I've been struggling with like really like knowing like, is God really like that good? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like I just grew up kind of believing that like, you kind of have to like, if you're a good Christian, then you have to like carry your cross and suffer for his name's sake, and like you shouldn't be materialistic as a Christian because you need to store up treasures in heaven, not treasures on earth. But like if God's a good father and like he loves his kids, like good dads love to give their kids gifts, you know, like not to spoil them. Like he's not like a genie or like, you know, he doesn't want to spoil you and like make you like, you know, demand presents to prove that he loves you. But like, you know, like parents love to get their kids a surprise and see that how much they love it. So anyways, I was just super happy that like God cared about something as like, you know, small as like making me smile by getting me a Christmas tree for free, and it smells so delicious. Anyways, that is all. BSSM update complete.